Radio Rahim here in England with Abel Sanchez. Tyson's announcing he's on ESPN now. He's co-promoting with Bob Arum. It seems like a great hurdle now to that rematch. When you heard that news, do you think that's true, or do you think...
No, I don't think that's true. I think that now that HBO is out of it and HBO alienating so many possible matchups because of the way they didn't want to work with anybody, I think that these promoters and these networks understand that they have to work with each other. I think the fights are out there for the fans to see and for them to make. The fans want to see that fight, and it may not be in May as they had planned, and it may be in September, but it's going to happen. But I think that the networks are going to start working together, and it's good for boxing, it's good for the heavyweight division, and I think it's good for the weights below, because they're putting the influx of money coming into it is going to allow us to put those great fights on.
When it does happen, assuming that you're correct, obviously it was a draw the first time. There's arguments on both sides. How do you think that fight shakes out?
Well, I did BBC radio that night, and I had a 115, 111 for Tyson Fury. I thought that Tyson Fury controlled the fight. He made a mistake in the last round, but I feel that Tyson is the one that's going to have the advantage in the rematch. Deontay is going to have to figure out how to control that weight, be a little heavier maybe to control Tyson's weight. I think that was the problem for me, was the weight Tyson had over him. But it's going to be another great fight. I think that both guys have something to prove, but I think Tyson will win again.
Knowing that you're a doctor and I'm a fledgling scientist, the science of boxing says that a rematch, the boxer gets better and the puncher chases the knockout more, which usually advantages the boxer. You think that's a true theory?
No, I think that Deontay made a mistake, and he's going to realize it. I think Jay and Mark,
Tyson made a mistake.
No, Deontay made a mistake in trying to look for the knockout. I think that Mark and Jay will figure out a game plan where he's not looking for that one punch. He has a great right hand, but Tyson is hard to hit. So I think that Deontay will fight a little different fight, even though he still will chase the knockout. But Tyson being bigger and Tyson being as mobile as he is for a big man, I think we'll be able to eke out a decision.
Well, famously, Deontay Wilder said, "Skills don't pay the bills." So what kind of adjustments does a fighter like that make to beat a boxer like Fury?
Well, he just has to set it up a little better. Ray Charles could see that Deontay, everybody in the building and Ray Charles could see that he was looking for a knockout that night. He just has to set it up a little better. He has to make sure that he's not looking for the first or second punch, and he's looking for the third one. But if he lands it, like he did in the 12th round, look, he lands a right hand, people are going to sleep. And this next time, I think he'll do it earlier, if he doesn't.
Radio Rahim with Abel Sanchez. Thank you, sir.